Us. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a about that. Kill that. Either you got a good business or you don't. Oh, nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material your good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Linda, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto. Us.
All right, so that was that.
Right.
It's up to y'all. I mean, whoever want to go first, second, or last. If y'all want me to go to first or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just pick an order. You know what I mean? So if anybody want to speak on it first, cool. It's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
one of y'all can go because I don't know that brother. I'm interested in knowing that brother though.
Yeah, that's Wallo, but you know, you still got to base an opinion off of what he said though. You know, so that's Wallo.
Yeah, I'll go, man. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's Wallo. Wallo, great motivational speaker. Dude's been on this game since I've seen him come on the scene. He's real. He's raw. He talks. He's just a true OG, a true elder with these young guys, man. And you know, I'm trying not to say the word YN. You know, these young guys. He's true with them and like letting them see. He put a mirror to their face, you know, and says what he's saying. And so with this, what he's saying right here, I can tell how it can be offensive to some folks who just ain't really hearing what he's saying and acting like they never experienced what he's saying. But I live in Houston. I've been to Atlanta. I have not tried out the Atlanta nightlife scene, but from what I've read and heard, and what I know what goes on in Houston, it does get ridiculous because I'm married, yeah, but me and the wife, we want to go do date nights, and we do our date nights. And we like to be around our people. We like to be around trending things. We like to be around, you know, places that you could take selfies, and it's gonna, you know, people gonna be like, oh, that's a dope place where you at. You know, we like to take pictures of our food. Anyways, most of these places, everything is a charge. Like the parking, you know, just the park. You know, you're not even trying to valet. You're just trying to park. That's anywhere from $10 to $20 to $40. Then you got to pay to get in the spot. Then you sit down and eat, pay for that, and then that sometimes, like you're saying, it takes a long time to get your food. And as you're getting it, you're not really getting the customer service that you feel like you should get because of the money that you're paying. And I used to work in restaurant industry a long time when I was in, you know, college and stuff like that. And it's not about trying to go get a hamburger. It's about the atmosphere. Because I can make a hamburger at home. I can make a sandwich at home. But it's about the atmosphere of being in the element of a restaurant. And I feel like our people, black folks, we sometimes forget about that part because we just feel like because I heard the other thing, you're a personal owner and independent owner, and you got all these things you got to do, and sometimes you're busy, and sometimes you're just one person staffed, or you're staffed too much little. So you think that it's okay for you to have bad customer service because you're overstaffed or understaffed, and that's not it. Even if you're understaffed, you still should be nice. Maybe you should, you know, change up your pattern of how many people you can have into the restaurant that day, so that way you can actually provide quality customer service, so you can get that quality customer to come back. But in our culture, I think somebody was saying, like, we think about like how we sell drugs the way we do our businesses, and sometimes that formula doesn't quite translate to residual customer, to a good customer service base. And I feel like that's what Wallo is trying to jump on, because we quick as black people say, oh, it's a black owned business, you need to support the business. Oh, we're black owned. Oh, I'm a black owned film company. Because guess what? I was a victim of that for 3 years. And I would say black owned. it didn't make no goddamn difference if I was a black owned. The only difference I saw is when I spoke to my own, they wanted to get a discount. They wanted to chastise me because I said it's this amount of money, but then go around the corner and go hire I won't say white, but they'll go hire a Sweden or a European production company, and that Sweden European production company will charge $30,000-$40,000 when I just asked you for $1,500, and they'll charge $30,000-$40,000, and then they'll go pay that, or they'll find somebody to go pay that, because we don't value each other. We don't value each other as business owners and business makers and things that we got. We don't. We really don't. I'll land my plane. I agree with Wallo.
Okay.
I'll land my plane.
I'm gonna go and speak on it. I know Trust don't quite know who he is. So for Trust and the people out there watching, Wallo is one of the co-hosts of the popular urban podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, with his best friend Gilly. He's a former rapper. He's allegedly used to write for Lil Wayne. He was once with Cash Money. Here's my thoughts on this. Before I speak, first of all, let me say this. Two things can be true at the same time. And how I'm going to base my view on it is, I'm not going to base it off, or I'm not going to use the worst of niggas or worst of black business owners to prove my point. I'm instead going to use the worst of non-black business owners to prove my point. I think Wallo meant well, but I think he was out of line. And here's why I say he was out of line. It doesn't mean that he was wrong in a lot of what he said. I agree with 98% of what he said. But the reason why I say he's out of line and why I disagree with him ranting that out is because I'm basing it on how those same black customers that he's saying the black business owners are complaining about, how they put up with non-black business owners shit. Because see, the last time I checked, that Asian can accuse that teenage boy of stealing out his corner store in the neighborhood, and he can go tell his mama, and then it spread around, but they still go to the store. I can talk about how it's a popular chicken wing spot on the south side that been there for 50 years. Rats, roaches, been on the news 1,000 times. Hell, you don't even know if they cooking real chicken. And them black people been going there and eating that heart attack for 40 years. So last time I checked, I ain't gonna say their name, but it's a popular chicken place. They got some of the worst fucking customer service you ever seen. But you know what? Love that chicken from. So my whole point is, the problem I have with Wallo is your argument was wrong. His argument was wrong. You see what I'm saying? There's this, I don't know who this person said. He said this. He said, a black person will go into a non-black establishment and will give them 1 million chances to get it right. They're going to a black establishment. This spoon ain't clean enough. It's not silver. Oh, this plate or this chicken, it's too hot or it's too cold, or it's they put more of a magnifying glass on the quality of service. I'm gonna give you another example. The turkey leg hut.
The Turkey Leg Hut has some of the best customer service ever in the history of customer service. They gave him hell because the man said, come dressing appropriate. They gave him hell over because he said dress appropriate. So it's almost like you damned if you don't, you damned if you do with black folks. If the customer service is bad, we stop going there. But we've been going to the chicken spot for 40 years, though, and they've probably been selling rats. We go into the neighborhood store and we watch roaches everywhere. They sell us expired sodas, chips, cookies, and candies, and we've been going there for decades. So that's where Wallo out of line at. That's why I have a problem with him. Because I'm like, damn. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying go nowhere. Should no black person be supporting nobody trash ass service because they black owned? My question is, why do we still support non-black owned businesses when we know they have trash service? We have a different issue.
See, I think
so that's all I'm saying.
I think you're talking about
right, Wallo right, but
I think you're talking about a different demographic though.
With his aim.
I think you're talking about a different demographic that ain't even they're not even patronizing at these kind of places that Wallo is kind of speaking on and what I was just speaking on. I don't.
He was talking about that demographic
because I do get
He was talking about the demographic of black people. I'm talking about. That's who he was. That's what he. What I'm saying is he should have been talking about the black customers.
Because I can say one
not
right
the black business owners.
Because I can say one right now, and I know it's just one restaurant that's personalizing, but it's a restaurant. You know, Anton's Po Boys, and we went there under the impression of like, oh, it must be good, must be good. We get there, you know, plastic utensils. The Po Boys aren't real Po Boys from like what I'm saying it is, and I don't think we're ever gonna go there again.
But you just proved a point.
And that's a white.
Look what
that's
you
a
just
white.
did.
And that's a white.
But you don't represent majority of black people. Black.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't.
He aimed at the wrong people. He shouldn't have aimed that at the business owners. He should have aimed at because what I'm saying is, let's be real. Most black business owners, their service ain't no worse than non-black business owners. We might can't provide you the same level of cheap pricing.
No,
but we don't got that type of. Now I'm not justifying it. I'm saying is all I'm saying is I listen. If I go to a black-owned establishment and they service trash, I'm not going there no more. But guess what?
Right.
If I go to a white-owned establishment and they service trash, I ain't going there either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Real connoisseurs and eaters are you know,
exactly.
We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go back. You know, what I'm saying
we're not going back.
So we're on this show and we're discussing the generalities of things. You know what I'm saying? We're discussing the general. And the general thing is, yes, it does feel like you're being price gouged sometimes when you're within our community trying to entertain it and trying to have a good time. It does feel like that. Like, because if I go to, like I said, if I go to a restaurant or somebody else or an event, somebody else, I may be paying $10, $15 for valet, but I'm valeting and I'm going to get my car out. And then I walk right into the bar and I go into the bar. I'm not charged to go in here. You know, it just seems like there's always some sort of
let me
add, and then gratuity is not for two people or one person. Gratuity is for five or more. That's it.
Now, King, let me add some layers to this too. And before I add this layer to it, it also exposes how far down on a totem pole we are with our mindset from an economic standpoint. Because if you notice, what you're speaking on is restaurants, clubs. See, that's part of the damn problem. We all want to do the same shit. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm speaking on it from a general business level, whether it's anything, any kind of business, not just food and whining and dining.
Yeah, I just picked.
You
I just picked the
also
food.
expose a part of the problem with this, and that's why my point is it goes back to where we are economically ignorant. We economically as a whole we're children because all we want to do is consume. Kids just want to eat; they don't want to fucking cook. You know what I'm saying? And as a people, that's why I'm always hard on us because economically, like you got to think about this. You got to think about this. They don't even charge people to watch your show on Tubi. Think about that, right? The power they have to fund your movie and for you to profit off your movie don't even cost them nothing. Think about that.
Yeah.
But yet they won't do it. Yet the masses. One like on this podcast help me stay monetized or be monetized because we're not monetized yet, by the way, y'all. So like, subscribe, and comment to the channel.
Yeah.
So you got to think about how economically ignorant we are. We're not even willing to do something for free that we can that we can benefit from. And so that's why I'm saying, to me, Wallo out of line, because we got way bigger fish to fry. To me, that I just didn't think that was warranted on a public level, knowing that he has the influence that he has. You know what I mean?
I love that he did it because of the influence he has. I think it's something that needs to be heard. I think it's something that's been needed to be heard. Like you're saying, across the board, not just with the food and restaurant, like you're saying, but like with all of our events, we definitely, I think it's something that needs to be heard.
I think it's true. Like I would never call my business black owned anyway. To me, that's limiting myself. I don't just want niggas buying my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I felt like I
was just gonna say I felt like our black owned moniker of saying that and having it, it got hijacked and tainted because I felt like it was supposed to be.
No, I think it is.
I felt like if I felt like I ran into another black person that honored that's what they honored. They were like, oh man, I do want to do a film, but I really want to fuck with a black filmmaker. Oh, okay, cool. That kind of way, but not in a sense
shouldn't be
like
publicized though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not in the sense where you have to publicize it like that, but it's like if
I ain't never heard a Jew say, "Hey, I only want to do business with a Jew," but they do it.
Yeah, like for me,
Nike say it all the time. Nike say, "Just do it." See, we keep thinking the television, we keep thinking the revolution gonna be televised, and that's why we fail.
Yeah. For me, I that's why I was like, with film, I did want to see more of us, and that's why I became what I became, like a producer and director, because I wanted to hire more of us, because because I'm black, but because this profession is not something that we normally are born into to do, and it is very expensive, and it is technical, and it has a very like a elegant or a high echelon type of career, and I would like for us to be in that just because that's just what it is. But
it's true. But like I said, I'm also keeping in my mind, because we both in the entertainment industry. I'm also keeping in my mind that I'm not just looking at it from that perspective. It's a whole world of businesses out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, like, and you know what I mean, and that's why I didn't agree with what he did. Because I'm looking at it from just an overall, like, hell, just a supply store or something, or rent a car business, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you think, I think he was speaking on it from just an entertainment point, and I think that was very shallow of him.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up, because it brings up so many kind of conversations like this, because this is what me and a lot of black filmmakers, we talk about. Like, I don't want to be coined as a black filmmaker that makes black movies. I just want to make movies.
Exactly.
And they may have white people in the movie, and may have Mexicans in the movie, may have black people in the movie, may have Indians. I don't know. but I just want to make movies. But I still, yes, if I wanted to make a black oriented movie that black people would love and gravitate to,
Yeah.
I would. That's cool too. But I'm not
Yeah.
here to just do that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and then you got to look at it from this point too, and that's why I said I think he just got a loose lip on that because you got to think about it. We also are used to being put in these categories. Why, when a black man make a clothing, they label the shit urban gear.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Race music.
see what I'm saying, bro? Like, so that's why I say I think his lips got loose, bro. He didn't put too much thought into that, dog. I think he had a personal experience with a black business owner who was selling him that black business shit, and he just decided to spew the shit out on his next speaking engagement. You know what I'm saying?
He probably did. It is a real big
He sounded mad as shit.
it is a big like sub conversation. It is a big sub conversation that is bubbling over the last
Yeah, man. Yeah, black businesses already have enough issues as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, I agree with him.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that black business shit. But at the same time, I just think that he should have made it. He should have added all the elements needed in it, because this is not just a black business owner issue. This is a black customer issue. Black customers got issues too.
Oh yeah.
They got way more issues than the black business owner. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Again, we mimic that of the social engineering of our race. We act like bitter women. Here's why. If we overcharge you, that's a problem. If we undercharge, if we make the prices low, you don't value us. Yo, it must not be good, girl. It's only $20 a plate. Shit, hell. I ain't going there. I'm scared of that shit. $20? That's it?
Damn.
That's so crazy. Wow.
So that's my whole point. He just went and attacked the business owner. Okay, what about the black customer? They full of shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's my thoughts on it. But, that's why I said two things can be right at the same time. I agree with Wallo. But I'm like, Kinfo, that's just one end of the spectrum. You can't just throw all this shit on black business on. This is what I think, what I have a problem with. He just gave the black customer more ammo to shit on black business owners. He gave him more bullets, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something before we get to the next video. I really don't know Wallo. Me personally, myself, I'm an avid patron to black business, regardless to what it is. Okay. I also consider myself as a black businessman, right? Okay. So what I'm seeing here, and this is from Wallo to black business in general to the black customer, we have to learn to separate ego. Ego can hold you down, hold you in place, keep you stuck in a lot of situations. Even as he was talking, I feel like he was in his mind relating to the audience that it had, but you could hear the ego in it. You see what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with black business, I'm gonna switch the black business up. It was a young lady, she was doing nails. So my little lady friend was like, "Oh, she do nails so good. I seen some of the nails she did. I want to go get my nails done." Right? Gets there. The young lady told her, "Yeah, I do hands, but I ain't touching nobody's feet." You see the ego. You see the ego in that. But any other nail shop I go to, they gonna do hands, feet, get massage my feet. There's no ego involved in it. This is a business.
The
As
video.
a nail tech, I have nails on my feet.
Yep.
You have to offer that. If you don't, I'm gonna go somewhere else where they do offer that, and they done left ego at the door, and they're willing to serve me for my money, which I'm paying. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Same thing with the black customers.
Yeah.
Bro, be ready to snap on the smallest shit.
Smallest.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they going 0 to 100 real quick,
Weird.
full of ego.
Tips ain't gonna be right.
So
That's why they started doing that gratuity shit, because they know that the tips ain't gonna be
Before we
right.
go,
You know,
before we switch over, let me give an example. My child mother had a birthday, right? So I went, met the family there and with my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Because even though we're not together, I think it's still healthy for the children to see camaraderie, right? And so I went and helped celebrate her birthday. And we went to a popular restaurant, Papa Do's Seafood. And they are known for illustrious customer service.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? That night, 3 or 4 of us, we had salty meals. Very salty. Right? But guess what? Most of us are probably still going to go back.
Mm-hmm.
But what I notice is when if you know a black business is the owner or is a black owned, it's a different level of complaint. It's a different energy.
Because there's no policy for you to go back on. There's a policy for you to go back on with the chain restaurant.
It's like one chance. You know what I'm saying? It almost reminds me of how the black girl dates the black guy. If he's too nerdy, he not hood or thug enough. He too nerdy. He a simp. But then they go start dating a white man. They get the nerdiest white man. Like, damn, you was hard on me. I had to damn near be a shooter. But then you get with the white boy, he could be the biggest nerd in the world. So